Welcome to Turkey.
Thank you.
It's kind of weird for me because I always thought I would see you in like some big stage like Vans Warped Tour or something like that.
Yeah.
But seeing you in Istanbul, it's really kind of feels weird for me because I like obviously grew up listening with you. It's kind of weird as well because we don't have any age differences.
Yeah.
But like I was 18 when the Ocean Avenue released. But like, yeah, it's kind of really weird for me to have you here in Istanbul, but I'm so glad. How do you feel about it?
We're pretty excited. I think, you know, through our travels with Yellowcard, anytime we get to go to a new place is so exciting. You know, and just meeting new Yellowcard fans, you're just adding to
Like
the
me.
Yellowcard empire. Absolutely like you. But, you know, if someone were to tell me when I was 20 or 22 that I would be in Istanbul and doing interviews or playing shows or anything, it's unbelievable. So I'm living in the moment. I'm enjoying every second of it.
You for sure have a great career, like 8 albums, millions of fans, like even in the Turkey. So when you look back, like what was the moment that you thought by yourself, like, yes, we made it?
I don't know if I have like a definitive moment. I think I always talk about the first time I heard Yellowcard on the radio after Ocean Avenue came out. We were touring with our friends in a band called they were called Over It. Now they've reformed into a band called Runner Runner. But we were on tour and we just had the radio on in their van and just hanging out, and we heard Way Away, and I was like, do you guys have that on the CD? And it was like when you see something that you can't understand it. It's like I was hearing it, but I didn't really know what was happening. And you were like, no, it's on the radio. And you're like, it's on the radio right now. And so that moment was wonderful. And then we won an MTV 2 award at the VMAs in 2004. That whole thing didn't happen. Like that's just, I can't believe that happened. But for me, every night we're on stage with Yellowcard, like we usually play a song that I really attach to. It's called Believe. Just the way that it takes shape with the audience and like how we interact with the crowd, it's unbelievable. So every night it's just, I get to just enjoy that moment and just like, okay, I'm playing music for a living. We're in Turkey or Russia or wherever, you know, we're lucky enough to be at. So, but I have.
So when you decided to take a break, we were like kind of sad, but then after 2 years you came with 2 great albums, like 2 years in a row. And then what was the main inspiration for both albums? And how do you feel about now? Like, are you feeling better about the bands, about making music? Like, what has been changed at the last 2 years?
Yeah, I think taking some time off for Yellowcard was great. I don't think that we would have been able to be in this position had we not taken that time away. Not only were there there was some personality differences in the band, and there always is with it's more like family, like husband and wife, or you know, brothers or whatever. But I don't think that we would have again been in the same position. We contacted each other in 2010 and we talked about doing a new Yellowcard record and playing some shows and just seeing what it was like. And I played music, my violin, my whole life since I was 5 or 6. I can't remember when I started, but it was right in there. And I mean, I missed playing music, and that was the intrigue. Is like, I was living a normal life, and I was okay with it, and I bought a house, and everything was great. But I loved playing music, and so we talked about some things, and we got back together, and we recorded an album called When You're Through Thinking, Say Yes, that took us to 32 different countries in 2011, and we were like, is it a reunion, or can we build on a career? And the way that we were accepted, not just in the United States, but all around the world, was so inspiring. And that's why we went back in the studio and recorded Southern Air. And it was that energy and that excitement of going to all the countries that we traveled to before, and then sprinkling in some new places that we had never been, and it was unbelievable. And then followed up with the Vans Warped Tour in 2012. So it's been a great sort of couple years for us, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds for Yellowcard. But this chapter, I don't think would have been as good if we had just played through and you know, try to figure things out. Also in 2010, the music industry had changed.
Yeah.
Excuse me, in 2008, the music industry had changed so much. Our record label was crumbling and folding into EMI and now Universal and blah blah blah. So, and we just didn't have answers to those questions.
Yeah.
So it was a really important time for us, and I think we learned a lot about ourselves individually, so we could hopefully make a better Yellowcard.
You've been contributed some soundtracks like Spider-Man 2 and some compilations like Work Against the Bush Volume 2, which was a great cover, by the way. And are there more projects coming like that?
We are working on a couple projects right now that I don't think I can talk about yet.
Please, go on, at least give us some little tips.
We're very blessed to know people in the Fat Records family.
Uh-huh.
And I can't believe that if I saw Fat Mike, he'd be like, oh, hey, Yellowcard, what's up? Fat Mike from NoFX, who I grew up listening to and is amazing.
Exactly. They were here like almost 4 years ago.
So it's unbelievable. So we're doing a couple things for him and then a couple other things. So it's just one of those moments
Like
where...
compilation or tribute or something like that?
Maybe both.
Oh, nice.
Who knows? I don't know.
Okay.
We don't know what the future holds. We are working on a couple different things, which is the most that right now, which is the most that we've done in many years. So the Spider-Man 2 thing was amazing just because it was kind of right at like the peak of Yellowcard, and we just couldn't believe that we were part of it. And we wanted, and Ryan, he is such a huge Spider-Man fan. Like he has the Green Goblin and Spider-Man tattooed on his arm. And it's just a crazy experience. We were on tour, and then they were flying us to the studio in New York, and then Neil was there. It was just like, it's just so crazy. So, and we did a pretty big long bridge, which featured the violin and some of my compositions. So that whole experience was crazy. But everything else has been a little smaller operation. You had mentioned that when we did the recording for Michelle Branch Everywhere, that was like in
our friend. That was the first song that I heard for you.
That was in our friend's bedroom. We recorded it in, and it was actually the drummer of our guitar player Ryan Mendez, his first band, in his bedroom. It's like, so it's like just those little moments and fun things like that. So we're working on a couple of those tribute and compilations for this year.
Okay, that's great to know.
So keep your ear to the ground.
I will,
so
always.
Exciting one-off Yellowcard
I will, always.
Projects.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I hope you'll enjoy every minute of your stay. Good luck on the stage. I have no doubt that it's going to be a great night.
We're really excited. Thank you.